Morocco is a country of contrast. Geographically, it's a country of contrast. Our dresses is full of contrasts. Our buildings, the interior of our houses, our life, every minute in our life has a contrast to it. It's a country that has everything in it. The spearhead of the modern movement is Mohammed V. He gave the princess Lala Aisha a very modern culture and education. And for the women, it started with the movement of the princess. She helped them understand that this appearances, this development is necessary for the development of the country itself. I think women all over the world are about the same, because even here in Morocco, women dress for other women too, and to see which one has the latest dress from Paris or the best kaftan from Fez or from Casablanca. Moroccan girls and boys really don't date. They go out as friends in groups. Tête-à-tête isn't very common in Morocco. The University of Fez is a very old university. Qarawiyyin is 900 years old, and I believe that it's the oldest university in the world. Most of the topics taught there are philosophy and liberal arts and commerce. I do my shopping myself, and that's a new thing in the life of a Moroccan woman. It's very recent. It's after independence that we have started doing our market ourselves and our shopping, all shopping. Well, the veil before women didn't go out, and they were kept more or less in the house, and they didn't see men. So the veil was to isolate them, even when they go out in the street, so nobody would see their face. They weren't recognized. Well, we don't cover our faces anymore.
In the contest for Ideal Woman of Yugoslavia, I won the title, and then competed with women from all over Europe and became the champion of Europe. We have a son, Ljubomir, 14, and a daughter, Dubravka, 11. My husband is an engineer. My greatest hobbies are painting and cooking. I like the strong, vivid colors of fruits and vegetables. My greatest pleasure is cooking. I'm editing a book called Jela na mom stolu, Dishes on My Table. I tend to find something new, or to impress my family and friends. I like to serve a good dish. like to spend weekends with my family. Our family life is very happy. Though I'm working in the office and carrying the work in the house, I try to find some free time. I try to follow developments in culture. A woman should not permit herself to be left behind. Time is precious and it must be planned very carefully. In our family, we understand and help each other. I would like to help women all over the world. Women's solidarity knows no boundaries.
Well, I think a woman must work. Staying at home and keeping her home and everything is cooked, and it's not enough, I think, for a woman that has something in her. I think that she has to create something or work or do something and help other people to do things. In Spain, it's a new thing of many women are working now. Well, the big change is now from about 2 years to now. Every day is more and more, of course. I think that the mantillas is very long ago now. I don't even think we'll remember it in Spain anymore. Yes, I use suede and leather because it's a Spanish fabric, Spanish material, especially for that, but also because nobody was doing anything high fashion in suede and leather. I was born in Paris, but I'm in Spain since the age of 6. And I must say I'm Spanish now. And Mitsu is a nickname from Michelin. I don't think it even has anything to do, but it's my mother who gave it to me when I was born. Well, women in Spain now dress completely different than before. And it apparently changed a lot, I think. You can see all sorts of dresses and things in Spain now in the street. I think that nowadays people would wear the look that is most becoming to them. I mean, there's a lady that might buy one personal suit that she likes, and she'll want it shorter. Another one will buy the same one longer, just because she thinks it suits her better. I think that now the fashion is whatever, the short or long, whatever it may be on the customer. But the maxi anyway is out. I don't like maxi. But I think the teenager now in Spain, if you go to a university, what you would see is like all over the world. I mean, they wear with little tartan skirts and short skirts, dresses, anything. Well, first of all, I designed for what I want to create. But also, we have our 90% of customers are American. But this doesn't influence me, I think. I just do whatever I feel like.
When you visit the country, you may not realize until you visit the rural areas. It's where you can really see the women at work, because every morning you'll see in every home, every village, women leaving their homes with tools to go and till the land. Nation building in Kenya here, we understand it in this way, that people must participate in nation building by working very hard. After we had achieved our independence, we realized that we had a lot of work to work hard in the rural area, in the towns, and build our nation by improving what was not improved before. We have now gone very far, having so many nursery centers in this country. I understand very well the registered ones are 3,000 scattered all over the country. Most of the women now have come to understand that they should plan their family, and also some of them have accepted to have only a few children in a family other than having so many children whom they may not be able to take care of. With my vocational training, my great interest, as I mentioned before, was to come back and try to help women, men, young boys, young girls who are interested and also talented in this craft work. And I think by the time we will start this, it is the time that the tourists will be very pleased when they visit our country to see the authentic craft work made by Kenyans from Kenya. Before we achieved independence during colonial rule, the opportunity for education, women were left lagging behind. But this time, since we achieved independence, the government has ruled that opportunities in education is open for all people, women and men. As myself, I must say that I was very lucky indeed to have been given all these opportunities. I was one of the first ladies to join the first delegation from Kenya to United Nations. With the traditional dances in this country, I must say that is the saddest thing that we are forgetting about it. And the reason behind it, why it started dying, it is because people would come in, a missionary who would introduce the Bible, the Word of God, and they were against dances, they were against even wearing jewelry like myself. The Kenya government and everybody in our society in the rural areas trying to fight very hard to bring this back. When we get married, we always ask the man to pay dowry, and when you pay dowry, this means that you respect your wife, the one you're going to marry. As I hear in my family, I have 4 daughters. I happen to have very good 4 daughters, and you'll see them coming in. I suppose that everybody can see that Mrs. Habu and Mr. Habu are going to be very rich. When all these girls are married, I will have so many heads of cattle, a lot of money, maybe cars will be paid, maybe limousine from America, who knows?
The winters in Sweden are so long and severe, so naturally when the summer and sun does come back, we worship it. The Swedish woman works quite a lot. I think there are more Swedish women working than in any other country. And the problem is where to put the children during the day. So you find in every city a lot of so-called nurseries or day homes for children where you leave your child in the morning and pick it up after you finish your work in the afternoon. The child stays there the whole day and eats and sleeps. The parents do give their children quite a good sexual pieces of information in the sexual life. And from the first year when the child starts school, that is at the age of 7, the teacher, that's compulsory at school for the teacher to give the children sexual lessons. And these lessons or lectures continue all through the years you spend at school. We get a lot of social aid from the government. We get old age pension. We get 3/4 back from a fee we pay for a doctor's visit. Large families or families who can't pay the rent themselves get social aid. The Swedish girls and the Swedish women are born to a certain kind of natural beauty because of their colors and I don't know, the long legs and all that. And also I think the Swedish girls know how to use makeup and how to dress. The Swedish housewife is not so spoiled as yet. It's not a rule to have a deep freezer in each home. So we buy most of our vegetables fresh a couple of times a week from the Haymarket, and naturally all the fruit. The Swedish woman of today, I think she's functional, she's practical, she enjoys both being a career woman as well as a housewife, and I think she can manage both those things